Drawing upon her 19-year career with retail giant Nordstrom, Betsy Sanders shares a compelling example of avoiding relationship arrogance in her book Fabled Service: Ordinary Acts, Extraordinary Outcomes. Sanders sets up the story by describing how members of a Bel Air congregation had been speculating all week about a sign that announced the next week's sermon as the Gospel according to Nordstrom. She says, Reverend Carolyn Crawford skillfully evoked the luxurious and bustling atmosphere of a Nordstrom store during the holidays. She recounted the sights of abundant decorations, the sounds of holiday music expertly performed by an elegant tuxedoed piano player, the aromas of potpourri and expensive perfume, the crowds of shoppers laden with parcels. This shared reverie was jarred, however, when Reverend Crawford introduced an improbable character to the scene, a bag lady clad in torn, filthy clothes. Convinced that this visitor's presence would be as unwelcome as it was incongruous, Reverend Crawford followed the bag lady through the store with the intent of intervening with security and softening the blow to the woman's dignity when she was asked to leave the store. The Reverend's original interest in this visitor, who presented such a stark contrast to the gracious abundance of the store, changed to incredulity. No one attempted to stop the bag lady as she entered the elegant and pricey special occasions department. Instead, she was greeted warmly by a smartly attired saleswoman. Reverend Crawford, eavesdropping from the adjoining fitting room, was astonished at the salesperson's solicitous responses to the customer. When the customer asked to try on evening dresses, the salesperson brought in gown after gown for the customer's discriminating inspection. With infinite patience, the salesperson carefully evaluated which were the most flattering and appropriate. When the bag lady left the fitting room, her head was held high, and there was a light in her eye. She had been treated like a valuable human being. When questioned about her actions by Reverend Crawford, the Nordstrom saleswoman replied, "This is what we are here for, to serve and to be kind." Reverend Crawford was moved by this act of dignity, exhibited in, of all places, a department store. In addressing the congregation, she asked, "Could we say the same thing about ourselves?"